What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It's me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat is back for this exciting edition of Pizza Night. I'm Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, and it's another Frozen Friday. What did I get from the freezer aisle this week? Find out right after this on Pizza Night. Never fear, Pizza Night is here, so grab a can of beer for a Frozen Friday, June 17th, 2016. Being a visionary is no easy task, especially when you're wearing bifocals. Very, very smart looking kitty. Anyway, today I am here with something else that apparently is smart, and that is our Frozen Friday feature, Smart Flower Foods Uncured Pepperoni Pizza with amazing taste and texture. Made with ancient grains. Apparently this is a gluten-free pizza, and if it is, I think it's the first gluten-free pizza I have ever reviewed here on Pizza Night. Apparently this one is the family size pizza, even though it doesn't look all that big. Let's flip it over and see what they want us to do with it. Apparently they want us to heat it up to about 400 degrees, preheat the oven, remove pizza from box, unwrap or take it out of the overwrap in the cardboard, allow to thaw, yada yada yada, and go ahead and put it in there on the right on the rack, on the middle or lower rack. Apparently they started in Austin, Texas in 2005 with a simple gesture of blah 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 for people with celiac disease or something like that. You can pause the screen and read that if you want to. I'll give you a second to do so. And they want us to be happy about their uncured pepperoni pizza. Go ahead and read that too if you want. Uncured pepperoni pizza apparently is the American classic from Italy. I see. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get this puppy out of the box and take a look what it looks like in its frozen state. Alright, we're back here and let's take a look at this thing in the wrapper, still frozen. One thing you'll notice is there's not a ton of crust peeking out from the outside. There's lots of cheese right up to the edge. That's a good thing, but at the same time, that could cause a big problem in the oven if that stuff starts to melt and drip down, right? The pepperonis are a nice size. Looks like there's plenty of them on there. Going to have to rearrange them a little bit before I put it in the oven. And I'm going to do that for you and get it out of the oven and show you what it looks like cooked right after this on Pizza Night. Alright gang, I am back. I let this thing go in the oven for about 10 minutes. Then I took it out and stuck it in the broiler for about 30 seconds. And this is what I got. See, it got a little bit brown around here. But that was already happening before I put it in the broiler. And that's why I took it out at about 10 minutes instead of 13 like it said on the instructions. Also started to get really brown around here once I put it in the broiler, but that's okay. As you can see, the cheese really started to brown up around here the way I like it. And also the pepperoni started to curl up just a little bit, which is really hard to do with uncured pepperoni. But we started to get the job done there. The one thing I'm really concerned about is this crust, guys. First of all, it started to droop and almost fell from the oven rack down into the floor of the oven. And then it really crisped up really, really quickly. And as you can see, it's even kind of curled up into a crescent shape there. And that's super duper crunchy, guys. They said this thing has amazing texture. I'm starting to doubt that already. Alright guys, I'm going to cut it up with those pizza scissors right there and show you what the 420 slice looks like. Alright, I've taken 3 chunks out of that thing with the pizza scissors. It seems like the pizza scissors are a little bit better with a larger pizza. And like I said, this ain't no family size pizza, guys. I can almost palm that bad boy. But let me go ahead and pick up the 420 slice here, show that to you a little bit more closely. There is a little bit of flop left in that crust. That's kind of encouraging. And there's definitely some stretch to the cheese, as you can see there, as it dangles off. That's encouraging as well. Still worried about the back end of that crust, though, guys. That looks like an arid wasteland. Alright, I'll be right back right after this to taste this pizza and tell you more about it on tonight's Pizza Night. Alright guys, I am back. I am somewhat excited, somewhat interested to see what this gluten-free craze is all about. I don't have celiac disease or anything like that. I'm not on any kind of special diet. I like pizza the way it comes, usually with a nice floury, white dough crust. But hey, opinions can change. You can always try something different, right? So that's what I'm doing tonight. Alright, and plus some of you guys have actually asked me to do gluten-free for some time, and I've just been kind of avoiding it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let me show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do. Like I said, this is not a very big pizza, probably somewhere between 10 and 12 inches. I would say probably closer to 10 looking at it with my hand in front of it there. It smells pretty good. The components are smelling pretty good. I just don't smell a nice bready crust, you know? Alright, let me go ahead and take a bite of this 420 slice and let you know what I think about it. Alright guys, I am back, and the first thing I have to say about this is that crust is complete shite. I cannot endorse that crust in any way, shape, or form. A cracker would be an upgrade from that crust, guys. I feel sorry for you celiacs. I feel sorry for people who can't eat regular crust pizza, because if you got to eat this on a regular basis just to get your pizza delivered into your mouth, I'd say don't do it. Man, I don't know. Beyond that, you know, this is kind of like a piece of cardboard with just slightly better flavor than cardboard in terms of the crust, guys. I can't say enough bad things about this crust. I'm really sorry to the smart flour people, but yeah. You say amazing texture? Amazing? Yeah, I'm amazed, alright. I'm amazed at how bad that texture is. Anyway, the sauce is actually pretty good. It reminds me of a pizzeria. The way it's applied, there's not a ton of it on there, and you can see the crust underneath the sauce. So it's kind of like just they put a little bit on the middle and spread it around with the ladle, you know what I'm saying? And it tastes pretty good too. Nice and tangy, I would say, with just a little bit of savoriness kicking in there at the end. The cheese is probably the star of the show here. It's got a really deep cheesy taste to it, which I like a lot. It does give you a little bit of stretch to the cheese, although not as much as I was expecting on first glance. The pepperoni, guys, I don't know what to say about that. Texturally, it's devoid of texture, really, because it's, you know, the uncured pepperoni that tends to just kind of lay flat on the pizza and not really provide much texture to it. Flavor-wise, not a lot of zipper zing to it either. Not a real meaty flavor to the pepperoni. It's just there, guys, like little patches of skin or something around this pie. It's not awful, guys, but it's not great. Because of the crust, I'm going to have to give it less than a half of a thumb up, because damn if this crust is not bad. It is bad. It's really, really bad. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a third of a thumb up, guys. From here, the sAs, Snack Food Appreciation Society, here on Pizza Night. It's a sad night, as we just had to eat this pizza here with the cardboard crust. But anyway, life goes on. Maybe I can scrape off the top and put it in a sandwich or something. I don't know. Anyway, what you can do to make your life better is join the sAs group on Facebook by clicking on the link in the description down below. Hundreds of the coolest people in the world are in our group, and you should be too. Why aren't you? Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at BrandonReichSAS. Always use the hashtag Snack Society when you're talking about us online, so we know what you're talking about, and we use it too, so you know what we're talking about. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe. And in the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.